Some celebs call us loco. You know we up next, pull it mobos. They don't see, they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. Photo now. Photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
That's my peeps, man. We got the whole metric community. We got everyone inside. I told you that I'm going to get a bit earlier with this thing now. You get me? I've been doing it a bit late. I do it 3 times a day, lunchtime, midday, and then nighttime. So I thought, you know what? Let me hit up the mornings, man, and let everyone know what's going on first thing of the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we'll get straight into it, man. You know the thing. All the Man United transfer news is here. Anytime you need it, just come here. You understand? So make sure you subscribe, man. We'll start off with Rashi. Seems like it's heating up with the Rashi stuff. Because literally, it came out all yesterday that Bayern Munich's the newest club interested in Marcus Rashford now. So remember, before it was always Barcelona. Only Barcelona want Rashford. Rashford wants Barca. Rashford was twerking for Barca. I want to play with Lamine Yamal. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's coming out. It's Bayern Munich involved now. And this is what's crazy, because when you look at this list, I'll read it out to you. It says Bayern Munich are the newest club interested in Marcus Rashford. His name is in Munich's long list behind the main candidates, Barcola, Williams, Leao, and Luis Diaz. Williams is going to Barcelona. Yeah, he's already agreed personal terms. Barcola, I don't know if he's leaving PSG. Leao is going to be expensive. I don't know if Barca can afford him or Bayern. And then you got Luis Diaz. And then obviously, but with the Barcelona page, it ends up saying for Mundo Deportivo, he basically says both Bayern and Barca have the same 3 players on their radar. Nico Williams, Marcus Rashford, and Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz has just had a bid rejected for him, literally about 20 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That's Sky Sports. Bayern Munich wanted Luis Diaz and a bid has just been rejected. So this is big news for Rashford, because if Bayern Munich have put him on the list, and if you look at this list in the middle, that is Bayern Munich's list. Nico Williams has agreed personal terms with Barcelona. He wants to go Barca. Luis Diaz has just got a bid rejected and Liverpool have said he's not for sale. The only person left now is Rashford. So that's some big news, man. That's big news. Luis Diaz has had a rejected offer half an hour ago. That's massive news for those that don't think it is. So yeah, I don't think Barcola is going to leave. Leao's too expensive for Barcelona or Munich. I don't think they'll buy Leao. And they ain't really super linked with him like that. And this all came out from yesterday. Sportball is a German outlet saying that Bayern Munich are interested in Marcus Rashford. And this is a Barcelona outlet in the middle, and they're saying the same thing. Bayern and Barca have the same 3 players. We all know Nico Williams is close to Barca. Luis Diaz is not for sale, and Rashford is the only one left, and he's the cheapest out of all of them. He's only 40 million euros. So that seems kind of promising. But as you can see, the date at the bottom and the time, Luis Diaz was approached by Bayern Munich. Liverpool have rejected the bid and said he is not for sale. That's 30 minutes ago. Yeah? I told you, lot, you lot get all your news here first. I'm always here for you lot. Any Man United news, I show up for you lot. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We do this every day for you lot. In the morning, midday, and the nighttime. So that's the situation with Rashford. It's going to be interesting to see how this one unfolds. But it's good to see there's another club involved. Because before it was just literally Barcelona or boss. Barcelona was sitting there saying they ain't got money. They want to get him on loan, blah, blah, blah. But then they got money to buy Nico Williams. And he's on a release clause for 58 million. So that's what we're dealing with Barcelona and Bayern. But as you can see, there's 3 people on that list. Nico Williams, Rashford and Diaz. Diaz's bid has just been rejected half an hour ago because Liverpool are saying he's not for sale. Nico Williams is going to Barcelona. Rashford is the only one left on that list. Look at the middle article. There's only 3 names. So Rashford's the only name left. So we might have a buyer for Rashford. Hopefully we got a buyer for Rashford and he goes to Bayern. 325k off the books, we can start buying some players. This is why we're stuck. A lot of people can't understand it. Why are we not buying players? What's going on? We still got the same squad as last season. No one wants to buy our players. So to finally have people looking to buy our players and get them off the books is promising. And that's what's got to happen. So yeah, long story short, Bayern Munich and Barca basically got the same short list. 3 players on that list. Nico Williams, who's close to Barcelona, Marcus Rashford and Luis Diaz. And half an hour ago, you can see the date and time at the bottom. Liverpool have rejected a bid from Bayern Munich. So Luis Diaz is not going nowhere. Nico Williams looks like he's going Barca. So we might have a move there for Rashford. Hopefully, that's the situation. I'll move on to the next one, which is a bit more news. Fabrizio's gone out last night on his video, what he does on YouTube, and he's basically saying now of today, Man United's focus is closing the Bryan Mbeumo deal as soon as possible. Man United are in the process of that. It seems like it's progressing, he said. So we don't know what's going to happen. It's a bit cliche. We've been hearing it every day, but it seems like it's coming very soon. And remember, we start training on the 7th. I don't know what day the 7th lands on, but we start training on the 7th. So I'm sure we want to get Mbeumo wrapped up by then, as soon as possible. So that's what Fabrizio's saying about Mbeumo. We're progressing basically, and we're trying to get this wrapped up as soon as possible. So it's just a bit of the same shit, but hopefully it can turn out to be, it's actually happening now. We got our young boy Sekou Kone. He's looking to go out on loan for 1 season to Lausanne, with Ineos' other club. Ineos have got Nice, Lausanne in Switzerland, and they've got us. So that's what they're doing. And then we were linked to Richard Rios again. We've been linked to him a few times. We linked to him from last year. I watched him at one time. He looks all right still. The hype is real. The only thing, he's 25 and he's 20 million. So I don't know if they're going to, I don't know. But yeah, he looks all right. He definitely looks good. But Man United are eyeing Richard Rios and considering a move for him. United scouts have been sent to watch him in action in Club World Cup. Palmeiras is reportedly willing to let him go for 20 million. So after the Club World Cup, they might let him go for 20 million pounds. So it's crazy. Imagine this, yeah? Listen to this. Yeah, smash the likes, my people. Game, I love my boy. Appreciate it, bro. You see how you're talking about this? You just came literally 1 minute late. I was just getting into it. Look at this. I see it. Luis Diaz has got his bid rejected. And look at their shortlist. Their shortlist is, the first one is from Bao that says Barcola's added into the list and Leao. I don't think Barcola's leaving PSG. Leao is going to be a lot of money. Apparently AC Milan won about 85 million. No one wants to spend that. Then when you look at Barcelona's page, it says they have the same 3 players on their radar. Nico Williams, Marcus Rashford, and Luis Diaz. Nico Williams is close to signing with Barcelona. Marcus Rashford's there, £40 million. He's the cheapest of the lot. And you've got Luis Diaz, half an hour ago, they've just rejected. They've literally just rejected the bid. So what do you lot think about that? You lot tell me what you lot think about that. 3 players on the shortlist for Barcelona and Bayern, and they've just rejected the bid for Luis Diaz. So surely that's a clear path for Rashford to go to Bayern Munich. You've got Harry Kane there, your fellow Englishman, Musiala. It should work out. So that's a good look, man. That Liverpool are not even trying to negotiate. It's not even like Liverpool are sitting there and saying, no, we want more money. They're saying he's not for sale. So if you look at this list, Nico Williams is not going to Bayern Munich. He wants Barcelona only. Luis Diaz is not for sale. It's only for Rashford. Literally, it's a clear path for you, Rashford. Go over there, take your 325k and see you later. And we can buy a player straight away. And that's the main problem why we ain't been able to buy players, because we can't sell no one. We need to sell players to buy them. So even if we send him on a loan with an obligation, or even if he just goes on a loan, I'm sure he will rip it up there because there's so much space in them leagues. So if he goes to Barca or Bayern, he will rip it because there's so much space. The counter-attack is real over there, where he will have a good time and then everyone will say, yeah, buy him. 40 million is still. He can play on the wing. He can play up front as a number 9. So it suits him, man. It suits him, and it's looking very promising for him. the fact that Luis Diaz is not for sale is looking very promising. That basically one of them have to come in for Rashi. If it's not Barca, it's going to be Bayern. So it seems promising, man. It seems promising, man. I'm happy with it, man. It's good news to wake up to, that the bid has been rejected and he's not for sale. So it's limiting. It's limiting for Bayern and Barca. Because remember, Barca went for Luis Diaz first as well, and they told him the same thing. It's not for sale. Yeah. So look at the last document. It says he is not for sale, and that has been made clear to both Bayern and Barcelona. So both of them know Luis Diaz is not for sale. That's their first choice, both of them. But they know we can't even go there. There's no point. Nico Williams wants Barca. Rashi's the only one left, and he's the cheapest, mate. Come and grab him. But it's the only thing is his wages. I think that's why they're putting him bottom barrels, because of his wages, but they can afford it. So hopefully, man, hopefully this one can materialize into something. He ends up going to Bayern or Barca ASAP, finding his feet, turning the loan into obligation or whatever. Good on him. But this is good news, mate. Proper good news. 45 million euros. That's about 40 million pounds, or just a little bit less. I don't ever think it's the money that much. I think we'll take the money, of course, but I think it's mostly the wages. That 325k is what's killing us. They're sacking dinner ladies and all of this stuff, Ineos. So they would love to get rid of a guy that's on 325k a week, and he's not even playing. He's not even wanted at the club, and he wants to leave as well. He's saying, I'm open. He's going on a Spanish podcast, twerking for Lamine Yamal. Yeah, I want to play with the best. Barcelona. So he wants to go anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, man, this is all positive news. That's a German outlet, the first one, saying Bayern Munich are the newest club interested, and Barca is there as well. That's a German outlet. Then you've got a Barcelona outlet, Mundo Deportivo. That's a Spanish outlet. And then you've got English outlet saying the same thing, basically, that Bayern and Barca have got these same players on their list, and this is the situation. So that is promising. And yeah, let's just hope now that they got a bid rejected for Luis Diaz, they turn around and come in for Rashford, because they can't even say they ain't got the money. Luis Diaz was going to cost about 70 million. So they can't even say they ain't got the money. 40 million is there. Just make a little bid for him. Chat to him about his wages. Maybe he'll drop it to about 260 or something for you. Take him, man. Do you understand? These guys have all got to just go one by one. Go on, Nacho, you're next. Sancho. Antony's the only one that looks like it's advancing, because he's letting himself be known that he wants to go. So, yeah, man. It's looking promising right now, man. It's looking promising. They've had the bid rejected for Luis Diaz. Let's just see what they do now. Hopefully, they go for Rashford. I'll get into the next one. Like I said, it was Richard Rios. We'll see what happens with him. Sekou Kone is looking like he's going on loan to Luzon, which is Ineos' other club. And then Mbeumo, we're looking at the same type of PR stuff we usually get every day, the same type of updates. We're closing in, but he said it's progressing. So here we go, might be soon. But yeah, it's nothing really, really new. We had all of this stuff about Gyokeres yesterday. Arsenal are in advanced talks with Sporting to find a deal with Gyokeres. This is from Sasha. I don't know how reliable he is, but he's been saying stuff there and there for a minute now, and he hasn't been cancelled yet. So he can't be too shit, but then he must not be too the best where his name isn't solidified yet. So he's basically saying that Sesko's moving away. 5 years already agreed between them. The Gunners feel that they're at the final bit, the final hurdle, and they're in advanced talks to sign. Then it came out from Talking Sporting that as of today, if Arsenal or any other club bid, basically it gets refused, and the agent's got to pay money or some bullshit like that. Don't worry about that. And then Get French Football News. So you've got two outlets now. Yeah, you've got two outlets. You've got Get French News saying Arsenal are close to reaching a verbal agreement with Sporting, who wants to join the Gunners. And then you've got Sasha. I don't know if Sasha's French. That doesn't sound like a French name. His surname definitely doesn't. So I don't know if they're connected or not with the Get French News, but it seems like it's two different outlets that have come out on the same day and basically said Gyokeres is very close. Remember, I don't care about Arsenal. This is Manchester United news daily. I come here and I give you the Man United news. But we all know if Arsenal go for Sesko or any other striker, we're most likely going to go for Gyokeres. He is our top choice. It's been said. The Athletic spoke about it. Fabrizio spoke about it. Everyone at all spoke about it and said he's our top choice. So that's why I got a report about this. So that's the situation. It's seeming like they're in advanced talks. I don't know how true it is. I ain't seen nothing come out and say otherwise. If you don't see anything, let me know. But this is the situation with Gyokeres. So hopefully this is all bullshit. It's not true. It's not reliable. They're just making something up. But I don't know. You know me. I just give you all the news, and we got to make up our mind for it. Then we got Fabian Ruiz. We got linked with him yesterday. It was basically Man United among clubs keep keen. They're keen on plucking away Fabian Ruiz away from PSG. His current deal expires in 2027. Listen. And then obviously Man United are also looking at Fabian Ruiz. That's Duncan Castle. He said that a few weeks back. So that's not 2 reports in one day. Duncan Castle's a bit old school. I just thought, let me see if there's any more links linking us to him. That's the new one that came out yesterday from Foot Mercato, yeah? I don't think this is a story. I think this is just, you wake up in the morning, how can I make a story? Man United. That's it. That's what I think that is. Because 2027 is in 2 years, mate. How is this a story? It doesn't even make no sense. So apparently we're keen, but mate, unless we're somewhere big in 2 years, we're in the Champions League, we're challenging, etc. This is not a story because he's not going to come to us now. He just won the Champions League. He's part of the best midfield in the world with Vitinha and João Neves. There's no way he's going to leave that situation to even think about coming to us right now. It's not going to happen. So this is a non-story. They've just woken up and thought, let's just make a story out of something. And who we're going to use? Manchester United. So if I was you lot, I wouldn't take too much on this. He's a good player. He's a baller, but I don't think this is true. That's just my opinion. We got the freedom fighter. Oh my days. I hate speaking about this geezer. I just want to see the back of him. See you later. I want to get a here we go or something. But basically, in early discussion, this is what Fabrizio said. In early discussions regarding Sancho, Juventus mentioned the swap deal with Douglas Luiz, Vlahovic or Timothy Weah. However, United has not engaged in advanced talks about these players. They only want Sancho to leave. We've already told everyone. Look at the top article from Sky Sports Seth. We only want 25 million. It's basically, we've got a release clause for the skeezer. We just want our 25 million, see you later. That's the situation with Sancho. We just want 25 million and then see you later. That's all we care about. So with everyone, all it is the personal terms. He can't agree wages with anyone because he's on 300, 280k. He cannot agree no wages. Everyone he's speaking to, he just wants them to pay his money. So Napoli ran out. They said, I'm not doing this no more. Fenerbahce dropped it out because Fenerbahce said, we can pay your wages, but he doesn't want to go there. He wants to stay in the top 5 leagues. So basically, our only hope of getting some sort of freedom from the freedom fighter is by him lowering his wage and going to Juventus. That's the only hope. Because every other club that's looked at his wage has backed out of it. Fenerbahce, Napoli, and Chelsea have all backed out. Chelsea had him and said, nah, your wage is too mad. And Chelsea's in the Premier League. If Chelsea can't pay your wage, how the hell is Napoli and all these other teams going to pay your wage? So he has to compromise. If he really wants the freedom that he's asking for, he's got to compromise and he'll get his freedom. But it seems like he don't want the freedom right now. He just wants to sit down and get his money. So I don't know what he's on. But the freedom fighter has to pattern up and sort himself out. And Fabrizio basically carries on talking and says, Fenerbahce never had any concrete contact to sign Jadon Sancho as they believe it's impossible to proceed with this deal. The player is pushing to continue in the top European leagues. So he was entertaining Fenerbahce, agreed wages, spoke to Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho on the phone and said, yeah, I'm willing to come there, but he was just entertaining them so that he can use that as leverage to go to other clubs and say, look, Fenerbahce is paying me what I want. What you not going to pay me? Napoli, you going to pay me what they're paying me? Napoli's like, what are you talking about? See you later. Skipped out. Gone to Juventus. You going to pay me? They're saying, bro, we can't pay you that, but we'll carry on talks. That's our only hope of the freedom fighter. If Juventus leave this race, we are finished. Everyone has left the race. When they speak to him, it always starts off 25 million. That's a deal. I'm on it. Everyone wants to be involved. Soon as they get involved and start talking to him, yeah, I want 300k. They just say, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. So that's what's going on with the freedom fighter. He's still fighting for his wage. Hopefully, we can get to the bottom of it and he can sort himself out. But the freedom fighter doesn't want to free the wage. As soon as the freedom fighter frees the wage, we're going to get some freedom for him and for us. Next up, we got Diego Leon. He spoke yesterday. He's basically made his way to Manchester now. We bought him last year. He's one of the young boys, one of the gems. He's only 17, and he's going to get integrated, obviously, this year. He might go on loan. He might be under 18s, who knows? But he's coming out with a different mentality. You've got to give it to him, and you've got to respect him. I know the South Americans already, they're built a bit different, but he's come out and basically said, everyone thinks I'm going to go out on loan, but I don't have that mentality. I'm going to kill it in pre-season. That's how he's talking. I'm going to kill it in pre-season. And in 1 or 2 games, I'll be playing with them. So that's what you got to have as a player. You got to respect that. He's 17 years old. I looked at him and thought, this geezer's going to be coming and just going into the young boys team. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think anything of him. He's not got that mentality. He's saying, bro, I'm going to come there to Manchester United and kill it in pre-season. And they're going to know about me. And I'm going to be playing with them. That's how he's talking. And his dad's basically tried to calm him down and said, yo, don't fuck with me, my son. Make the most of these 4 years. You're on a 4-year contract. Don't make any mistakes. Like, don't talk too soon. Be a bit humble. But he's not humble. He's telling you, I'm going to be playing. So he's basically telling Dorgu, yo, see that little position you got there? Make sure you're certified. But bruv, that's only good debt for us. If he comes and he's a hit, that's only perfect for us. But that's the mentality we want to be seeing from players. Cunha already said it. I want to come and take the number 10. I'm a Man United fan from birth. This is what we need. Mbeumo, I only want Man United, or I'm not leaving Brentford. I don't want to leave Brentford if I'm not going to Man United. And then you got this little kid, 17-year-old, saying, everyone thinks I'll go out on loan. I don't have that mentality. I'm going to kill it from pre-season. Yeah, so big up the little kid, man, 17 years old. He's already got admiration to say, I'm going to be playing for that first team. So we don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. He might be working hard, but big up himself. So that's the situation. And we got another youth, basically. You know how we keep getting these little gems? It's either we get gems now that are under 18, or we get players in their prime now. That's what seems like our strategy. So this is another gem we're going for. Charlie Hardy, he plays for Derby, just a keeper. But the way they're moving, they're getting all these gems, and then they're coming into the first team. Look at Heaven. Heaven, we got him. We thought, yeah, we ain't going to see him for a few years. He was in the first team. Chido Obi, he was in the first team. So this is what I'm saying. We never know with this Charlie Hardy. We could get him in. He's under 18. Give it a year and he's replacing an Arna. You just never know, innit? But that's the situation with the young gens. Big up Diego Leon. He's a proper Man United player now anyway. We're going to see him in pre-season and see what he's up to. But I rate his confidence. As a little kid, 17, I never had confidence like that. He believes in himself. So big him up. And we need more players like that are going to step on the pitch and say, I'm going to watch what I'm going to do. So big him up, man. All the best with him. We had these reports yesterday about Jhon Duran. I woke up to it. I was confused. I'm like, Man United were offered the chance to sign Jhon on loan and cover his wages, but the club rejected. I'm like, what? Because Fabrizio said it. The club rejected the opportunity to sign Jhon Duran. I didn't understand. And then he said, basically, Al Nassr was offering him out, but you have to pay his full wages. When you look at his full wages now, you understand why we didn't do that deal. Look at the geezer's wages. 321. He's 21 years old, I think he is. 321 per week. We're already fighting the freedom fighters right now for that. Rashford's on 325. Sancho's on 300k. And then you got him on 321. That's nearly $1 million between 3 kids. And you got to remember, if you're getting Cunha in on 150 and Mbeumo in on 150, and you're bringing him in for 321, it's a bit of friction. And on top of that, it's only an initial loan. Look at this. Read what Fabrizio said when he done the here we go for Fenerbahce. Because remember, they've told Sancho, we'll pay your money, your wages. So they don't care about wages right now. I don't know what money they've got. It's crazy. Jhon Duran to Fenerbahce, here we go. Agreement in place between all parties involved. Al Nassr let Duran leave on initial loan with full salary covered. Are you not listening to this? A full salary covered on an initial loan. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. There's no obligation, no buy option. So basically, you're borrowing him for 1 year, and I'm going to pay all your salary. So you're doing Al Nassr the biggest gift ever. You're doing him a favor. It's like someone taking Rashford off us now and saying, we'll pay you all these salary. We'll save him like 10 million a year. This is what I'm saying. So that's what's going on with Jhon Duran. basically Fenerbahce are going to pay for his whole loan. They're going to pay his whole salary, which is 320k a week. And at the end of that, they don't even have a choice to buy him, which is crazy when you actually look at it. So, yeah, good on them. But Jhon Duran's a good player. I would love for him to be the number 9 at Man United. We saw what he done in his little spell. But, mate, 320k. And you got to look at what he was on. He was on 75,000 at Villa. Went to Saudi. Now he's on 320k. It's hard for you to get on 320k and want to even go a bit down. It's crazy. So I don't think he's ever gonna. I don't think he's ever gonna go down anyway. But yeah, man, good on Fenerbahce. That's a good signing for them. I think they're in the Champions League. They might do something well, but to pay 320k for 1 year and then have to send him back, you can't even buy him or nothing. I think that's an L, and I understand why we didn't do it. But we was offered the chance to sign him, and we just said we're not gonna do it. There's no point. I'll move on to the next one. We got more news. Liverpool are working to sign Ekitike. So Liverpool want Ekitike. Remember, he's one of our targets. We're the only team that made contact with Frankfurt about Ekitike. But Liverpool are working on it. And they're trying to sell Darwin Núñez to Napoli. As soon as they sell him to Napoli, that's when they're going to go for it. We got Antony. Real Betis are doing everything they can to push through the deal for Antony. Como, who is Seth Fabregas' squad, and they're trying to build a little squad. But his preference is a return to Betis. He wants to go back to Betis. He's saying, I loved it there. Thank you for the opportunity. They're calling him the GOAT. They love him in the city. He wants to go to Betis. Yeah, so big up Antony. And he's taking a 30%. He's taking a 30% wage cut. So big him up. And then we got Man United exploring the conditions of a potential deal for Ollie Watkins. We already know that. We've heard about it a few times. I think Ollie Watkins will be a good signing. I didn't rate him before. Let me not get it right. But the fact that you can bring him in with Mbeumo and Cunha, it's not too bad. And when I'm seeing his stats as well, when you look at his stats, mate, this geezer's not too bad. 15 goals plus in 3 of the last seasons. So 3 seasons straight in the Premier League, he scored 15 goals in a row. A lot of players don't do that. I've said to everyone, who do you think is another player that's on his level? And he says, and people are telling me Mateta. Mateta hasn't even done that. So you can see what Ineos is trying to cook with this list here. They'll just say, we want goals. Let's go on the top goal scorers list and grab 3 players out of there. Mbeumo, Cunha, and Watkins. But yeah, you can see what our targets are. Our main targets are obviously, as you can see from the first document, Ruben Amorim would like a reunion with Victor Gyokeres, but his priority appears to be Arsenal. So we can tell our targets are, we've got admiration where we want big targets. Gyokeres wants to go Arsenal. We can't wait forever. Osimhen's got wages galore. He's turning down Saudi Arabia. No one knows what he wants. He must want like £1 million a week. Hugo Ekitike's got the 85 million price tag. Let me tell you this, son. Ekitike looks like a baller. Let me not come across mad here, but he does not warrant 85 million. That's 100 million euros. He's done nothing in the game to warrant that. He didn't even score like 20 goals in the Bundesliga. He looks like a baller, like he's got potential, but he's not worth nowhere close to 85 million pounds / 100 million euros. So that needs to be said. So that's our main targets, them 3 there. And then you take away them 3, Ollie Watkins has got to be the best one after that. 15 league goals minimum in the last 3 seasons in the Premier League, the best league in the world. A lot of people are not doing that, man. A lot of people are not doing that. Marcus Rashford, Marcus Rashford, I've made an approach to sign Ollie Watkins, Ruben Amorim. Yeah, it's coming out everywhere now, isn't it? It came out yesterday from Laurie Whitwell about Ollie Watkins. He's been solidified. But I'm saying after what's it called? After these 3, look at, because that's our main targets. What Laurie Whitwell, who's very reliable, said. He said Amorim's our main target. Gyokeres is our main target, but he favours Arsenal. We don't know how long Arsenal's going to take. Arsenal might sit there for 2-3 weeks. Still saying sesko, Gyokeres. Not sure. Osimhen is turning down Saudi money. Nobody, not one person, knows what Osimhen wants. There's not one team in England that is linked to Osimhen, because his wages are so high that only Saudi can pay him the money, and he's turning down Saudi money. So if you're turning down Saudi money, what the hell does he want? He's playing games with Saudi. He's negotiating with Saudi. We can't pay him that. So we want Osimhen. He's too high. Ekitike is like a backup, but he's 85 million. That's never going to happen. You've done nothing to warrant that. Nothing. I don't even know if he scored 15 goals. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I'll take Watkins, man. Like and subscribe, peoples, man. We do this every day for you lot, man. We're getting even earlier and earlier now. Now I'm here in the mornings for you lot, lunch, evening, whatever. We're here. All the Man United news, I'm letting you lot know what's happening. Yeah? So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button, and you're always here. Breaking. A Saudi club are preparing a huge bid to try and sign Gabriel Martinelli, but I don't think they want to sell him, you know, Glenn. I know you support Arsenal, innit, Glenn? I don't think they want to sell him, though. It's been said they don't want to sell him. So I don't know. I know Arteta likes him. So even if they bidded for fucking Havertz, I don't think Arteta will let him go, Glenn. So I don't know, bro. And I hope he stays anyway. I hope you end up signing someone like Noni Madueke. Trust me. Marcus Rashford has not yet shown any willingness to accept the pay cut, buying up Ox of the terms of the deal. Yes. Hey, for those that don't know what's going on right now, let me get into it and show you about Rashi. Basically, Rashi, Bayern are in for Rashi. Bayern want Rashi, yeah? And that's a new, remember, it was always Barcelona. He only wanted Barca. He began on interviews twerking for Barca. I want to play with the best, Lamine Yamal, blah, blah, blah. Now, Bayern are saying, we want Rashi. And that's come out from Sportbild, who is reliable for Germany news. So Bayern are involved with the Rashi deal now. Barcelona outlet has come out and said both Bayern and Barca have got the same 3 players on their shortlist. Nico Williams, Luis Diaz, and Marcus Rashford. Nico Williams only wants Barcelona. He's agreed personal terms. If he's not going Barca, he's not leaving. Arsenal was in for him. They got told the same thing. He only wants Barca or he's going to sign a new contract. Luis Diaz, as you can see in the last document, Liverpool have just rejected a bid for Bayern Munich. Rejected it. So he's not for sale. Before Liverpool rejected that bid from Bayern Munich, they rejected a bid from Barcelona a few weeks ago. He's not for sale. So when you look at that 3-player shortlist right there in the middle, that they're both got Barca and Bayern, Nico Williams is most likely to go Barca. Marcus Rashford is available, 40 million euros or whatever it is. And then you've got Luis Diaz, who is not for sale. So if Luis Diaz ain't for sale, Nico Williams goes to Barca, Marcus Rashford's your choice. So this is good news for us that this bid has been rejected and he's not for sale. It's not even like they're sitting there negotiating. If they were sitting there negotiating, they might be like, oh, do you know what I mean? They're negotiating. It's a bit mad. They might go higher and higher and higher. No, they're saying he is not for sale. Luis Diaz is not going nowhere. Barcelona and Bayern Munich, he's not for sale. So that's the situation. So Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich and Barca, that's 2 good clubs to have on your radar. This is not like another club like Fenerbahce where you know that you might not go, blah, blah, blah. This is good news for us. You understand? That's just my opinion. But this is good news for us because if they've got a 3-man shortlist, he seems like he's the most viable. He's the cheapest anyway. Really and truly, Rashford should be the first one on that list because he's the cheapest. But, mate, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with this one. It's crazy. Like and subscribe, man. I big up yourself, Man United. Appreciate you, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're here doing this for you like every day, man. Yeah, like and subscribe, please. Let's do this. Make sure you stick about. Break it. Oh, you said this about Martinelli. Marcus Rashford has not yet. He needs to take a wage cut. He needs to stop moving like Sancho. Take the wage cut and he'll be gone. Because Barca won him and Bayern Munich. But Barca only won a loan at the moment. But Bayern Munich, if they've got the money for Luis Diaz, they've got the money. And Luis Diaz will cost way more than 40 million. So let's just do the maths with that one. Do you know what I'm saying? If I start, sorry, luck for good. Luke Shaw hasn't been linked with nobody. That's one player that hasn't been linked with nobody whatsoever, Luke Shaw. So I don't know what's going to happen with that geezer. You really think Mbeumo's coming to 15th place with no Europe? These players will only go for teams in Europe. And Mbeumo's already said he only wants Manchester United or he's not leaving Brentford. He said, I can stay. The thing came out the other day. The sporting director of Brentford has said, we're in conversations at the moment with a club, but if there's no agreement and Mbeumo's already stayed, he don't mind staying. He don't mind. He's cool. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a problem. Prem goals ain't easy. Take what you got. Proven Prem goals as well. Yeah, bruv. That's what I'm saying. 15 league goals for Watkins for 3 years. That's good. And even Mbeumo, 20 goals. All you're saying is old news. It's old news. Expect Watkins. Old news. You can see the date at the bottom, brother. I don't say old news. It's either last night or today. This is the second. This is this morning. Luis Diaz rejected bid. And that is last night. It's a morning show. I can't come here with loads of news from this morning, can I? So you're going to have last night's, yesterday's, and this morning's. Obviously, during the day, as it goes, we'll have more news. I don't know about old news. I literally put my dates at the bottom for you lot to see what's going on. Bid rejected, not even an hour ago. That bid has been rejected. No old news, brother. I don't do old news. You can go on Twitter yourself, type in this geezer's name, Sky Sports Leo, and you'll see the same document. Remember, I'm just here to show you the documents. You make what you want out of it yourself. You know what I mean? Cunha come to 15th place United, and Mbeumo made his choice clear to Brentford that he wants to come. Even his director said, there you go. And Mbeumo has said he only wants to go to Man United. David Ornstein came out and said it. He doesn't want to go to Tottenham, Arsenal, or Newcastle. I know you might have a little, do you know what I'm saying? Like, safe. Who's this person talking crud? You lied about Mbeumo was here we go. I've never said here we go. I've never said here we go for Mbeumo. Why would I say here we go when you will see the here we go? I'll bring it here. The bid was rejected. Yeah, you're blocked. But yeah, you've gone mad with that one. That's a blatant lie. And that's why, listen, I can come here and answer to anyone because I just show you lot things every day. I don't run or hide or not. I don't come here and try and convince anyone. I just show you lot what's really going on, and it's up to you to believe it or what. Do you understand? I'm going to bring you lot the news, and it's up to you. Yeah, Mbeumo, here we go. What's she talking about? This is the Mbeumo document that came out. Yeah? Mbeumo and Sully and Alex Crook came out and said the medical is next week. There was no here we go. So you're lost. Makes you wonder why Cunha came when even Amrin says the worst team in history. Because you know why? Because players think I'm going to come and change Manchester United. That's what happens. I'm the one that's going to make it happen. They have that belief in them that I'm going to make it happen with Manchester United. I'm going to go there and da-da-da-da-da. That's what happens. Yeah. So that's what happens. That's why players, and he said it himself, Cunha, he said, I maybe look crazy. I must look crazy the way like I want to come to Man United, but that just shows how much love I got for them. He's a Man United player through all and in, thick and thin. So he's a Manchester United player. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is what we're dealing with, man. High Gamer TV. Newcastle United should be signed. Newcastle United, it's kind of a bit mad for Newcastle. They're getting rejected left, right, and centre. They wanted a Langer for 45 million, rejected. They want 60 million for Forest. They wanted Cunha. Cunha wanted Man United only. They wanted Mbeumo, rejected. I only want Man United. Who else is there that they wanted? James Trafford, they bidded for him. That got rejected. So everyone they're going for is getting rejected. It's mad. But now it looks like they're kind of closing in on James Trafford, but they haven't really got... There's no race there, though. Oh, shit, sorry. They wanted João Pedro. He went to Chelsea. So everyone they've wanted has picked another team or it's been rejected. But I don't know, bro. It's a mad one. Cunha came to... Because he truly loves the club, not driven by Europe and Mbeumo as well. Yes, this team has been the worst and 80% need to be sold. At this point, we have to accept where we are. 100%, man. 100%. I'm good. And you, yes, I agree with you, bro. We need to sell on fee for Elanga. They need to pay 60 million, though. They need to pay 60 million. Unfair criticism. Since you are always straight in your updates and very much. Exactly. You just chat shit. This is what I'm saying. The guy said I'm saying old news. Bro, I put the date there in purpose so everyone sees the date and the time of what happens. every news. I don't come here to convince no one to believe what I'm saying. I'm giving my opinion, but I'm showing you that what's going on. I could just come here, put the screen to my face and just talk. I don't need to show you like these documents. I could just talk on my own face. I said, no, let me show you like what's going on. This is everything about Man United today. Do you understand? Most other content creators just show their own face and just talk. I'd rather show you like what's going on. Metch laugh at like, you are Newcastle. These men are like, who are you? Bruv, they think they're trying to start a rivalry with us. I don't know why. United, they're trying to fight us over that United bit at the end of their name. Even when I play FIFA, they say United and they're talking about Man United. Nobody in the league says United and they're talking about Newcastle United. They just got some weird rivalry with us, bro. I don't understand it, bruv. They're just breaded. So mad. United. Crazy. Every single commentator will say United and they'll be talking about Man United. I've never heard someone say United and be talking about West Ham United or fucking Newcastle United. I don't know, this rivalries come out of nowhere, but they can't attract players, mate. Literally, Elanga, rejected. João Pedro, rejected. Mbeumo, rejected. Cunha, rejected. It's crazy, bro. They went 5, like, they got 1 out of 5. James Trafford. But yeah, man, this is the biggest news of the day anyway. It's Marcus Rashford, man. Let's get into it, man. It's Marcus Rashford. I think he's going to go. We all know he's going to go. He's not going to sit on the bench and do that thing he done last time. Liverpool rejected a bid for Luis Diaz. Bayern and Barca have both bidded for Luis Diaz. Both have been rejected, literally. They've said Luis Diaz is not for sale. But Barcelona outlets have come out and said that Barca and Bayern have both got the same 3 names on their list. Nico Williams, who is close to signing for Barca, or he's saying he's going to stay at Athletic. He loves it there. Luis Diaz is not for sale. Liverpool made it clear, as you can see in this last document. The time is there, 7:47 this morning. Bid rejected. He's not for sale. The only person left on that list is Marcus Rashford. So hopefully, Marcus Rashford ends up going to Bayern or he ends up going to Barcelona. But Barcelona are not being serious. They're saying they ain't got the money, but then they're going for Nico Williams and they're paying 58 million release clause. Liverpool and Bayern Munich can't say that because look, Liverpool have rejected their bid. They've approached them. Yo, we want a bid for my man. They've said he's not for sale. So you've got money. And Leroy Sané just left. So they need a winger. Remember that. Leroy Sané just left. So they need a winger. And to have a little backup to Kane will be nice for them as a 9. And that's the situation. It does say some other names from Sportbard as well. Rafael Leao's on the list. Barcola. But can you really see Barcola or Rafael Leao leaving? Rafael Leao's meant to be like 80 million or something. Barcola's happy, just won the Champions League. I know we don't play as much. He's a bit, he's on the bench a lot, but is he going to leave? I don't know. But Marcus Rashford, it'll be good for him. Even if he goes on loan, remember this, he's on 325k. So even if he goes on loan, he will smash it over there. Them leagues are very counter-attacky. He'll smash it and then he'll be nice. Like, they'll want to buy him anyway. So it's going to be nice to see what happens with Rashford. But 2 clubs are in for him. And yeah, Luis Diaz being rejected is perfect for us, basically. So that's a good move. I'll get into the other news as well. Basically, he's talking about Mbeumo, Fabrizio, says we're getting closer. You know these words they use every day, but closing in. We're getting closer. It's progressing, exploring. Bro, they just say mad words every day, bro. So he's saying it's getting closer and we're proper on it. We start training on Monday. I think it is the 7th. So we literally need to get him in as soon as possible, to get him training with us. Sekou Kone, one of our young gems, they're trying to send him on loan to Luzon, who is Switzerland-based of Ineos. Ineos have got 3 clubs. They've got Nice, Luzon, and they've got Man United. So what they're trying to do is like what Chelsea's doing. Chelsea get players and they send them to Strasbourg. That's their other club. Get them on loan, get them a bit physical, get them up to speed, and then bring them back. So that's what's going to happen with the young boy, Sekou Kone. More links to Richard Rios. Man United are eyeing Richard Rios and are considering a move for him. United scouts have been sent to watch him in action in Club World Cup. He plays for Palmeiras and they only want 20 million. Remember, Palmeiras is playing Chelsea one of these days. I don't know what day it is, but that's their next quarterfinal. They're playing Chelsea. So I watched him the other day. He looks like a good player. He's 25 years old. I don't know if we really want him, but we're getting linked to him a little bit more. Gyokeres news came out yesterday, basically saying he's in advanced talks with Arsenal, in advanced talks with Sporting for Gyokeres. The Gunners feel like they're at the touching line. 5 years deals already agreed. Sesko's moving away. Gyokeres, but the middle one's a bit irrelevant, just about the agent. And then the last one, which is Get French News. So you got Sasha, who is, I don't know where he's at. And then you got Get French News basically saying the same thing. Arsenal are close to reaching a verbal agreement with Sporting for Gyokeres. So is it true? Is it not? I hope it's fake. I hope they're both chatting shit. But you know me, I just give you all the news. And obviously, you know why we're looking at Gyokeres, because if Arsenal don't go for him, we're most likely to snatch him up. If it wasn't that, I wouldn't even be reporting him. I don't care about Arsenal news. I'm here for United. But hopefully this is all fake. He doesn't go to Arsenal and we take him. Then we had Fabian Ruiz. We've had rumours about him. Get French Football News, that same source came out basically and said Man United are among clubs keen to pluck away Fabian Ruiz from PSG. I can't see him going anywhere. Duncan Castle said this a few weeks back. This ain't new, this one. He said, Man United are looking at Fabian Ruiz, but expensive. So it seems that he's on our list, but come on, man. He's not leaving the best midfield in the world that he just won the Champions League with to come to Man United. Not right now anyway. Maybe 2027 when these things expiring, but are they not going to give him another deal by then? Literally a baller for them. So I can't see how this is a story. I think this is just made up, but you don't make it for what you make it. Freedom fighter, it's only Juventus in the race. Obviously, other players got mentioned when we was chatting to them. Douglas Luiz, Vlahovic, Timothy Ware. Douglas Luiz is a baller. What's his name? Timothy Ware. I don't really know too much about him. Vlahovic is on 320k as well, 310k. So he's never going to happen. And we already told them we just want to sell Sancho, mate. It's been stated that we want 25 million. Everyone knows that. We just want our 25 million and leave us alone. That's all we want. We're just asking for 25 million. He's basically got a release clause. Do what you want with him. Have your combos with him. Just give us our 25 million. You're getting a bundle of the year. Have him. Have the freedom. So that's the situation with Sancho. Fenerbahce never made anything concrete because he wants to stay in the top 5 leagues. Yeah, and that's the situation with Sancho more or less, really. Agents are still chatting to Juventus. So that's our only little hope is Juventus. If Juventus don't go in for freedom fighter, we are finished, mate. We're stuck with this geezer, paying him 300k a week forever. FIFA, I laugh at her. Yeah, that's when I hear United on FIFA. United. Big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself, Ali. Good to see a new channel. Yes, Johnny, man. Love, bro. Make sure you subscribe, man. Whoever's here new, we do this every day, man. All the Man United news, you're getting it raw. You see it yourself, and then you make up your mind. I'm not here trying to influence no one. I show you that everything. You understand? We do this every day, man. Make sure you're here. Man United fan base globally is huge. They also followed United for many years. Yeah, man. Huge, mate. We're the big, and that's a good thing. I used to think, yeah, we're the biggest club in the world. Look, we got so much, but it's a bad thing as well because you got idiots that just move mad. You get it? People that start agendas, and so it's massive, which is lovely. And when we're all winning, and when we do go back to the winning days, it'll all be good, and we'll have so much fans to celebrate with. But when it's like up and down, and we're losing, and it's a process, people, it's fucked because some people are just, everyone just, yeah, there's some idiots as well. Push agendas for no reason. Will 60 million up front be enough for Brentford? I think it should be, you know. I think it should be. And I showed you the stats the other day about the transfer market, mate. 60 million up front and 5 million add-ons is a bundle for Mbeumo. Like, because what's going on in the transfer market right now is crazy. And I'll show you, I'll go back to it now and show you. Like, that is a bundle, mate. I'm telling you. The transfer market is cooked, bro. It's cooked. So yeah, 60 million up front, that's what they want, innit? Because we offer 55 million plus 7. If we offer them 55 million, they can only guarantee get 55 million, innit? That's what the situation is. So they're saying, give us 60 million up front, maybe a 5 million add-ons, and then think. I showed this the other day. I'm going to show you now, Martin, yeah? This is the transfer window now. Look at the stats of the transfer window. This geezer scored 11 goals and assists in the Bundesliga for £55 million. He went to Chelsea. And we don't even know if there's add-ons involved. 55 million. Gittins. Bundesliga, he scored 8 goals. And he went for 55 million. João Pedro's gone for 60 million. 55 plus 5. He scored 10 goals. 5 of them were penalties. This is what we're dealing with. 60 million. Elanga had a bid, 45 million. They said, no, we want 60 million for Elanga. Elanga scored 6 goals last season and got 11 assists. Kudus, he got to 85 million release clause for Premier League clubs. The geezer scored 5 goals and 4 assists. I like Kudus, but he had a bad season last season. The season before that, he was balling. So that's the situation, man. That's what we're dealing with, bro. This is what the market is doing now. And then you got Mbeumo going for 65 million. And he's got more goals than all of these lot put together. 20 goals in one season. 15 open play goals. Come on, bro. For 65 million. And you got João Pedro there with 10 goals, 5 penalties. Gittins with 8 goals in the Bundesliga. And you got Mbeumo in the best league in the world with 20 goals. Guy for 65. Mate, I'll snap your head off to take him. That's how the transfer market is now. Semenyo, £70 million. It's crazy, bruv. This is the transfer market now. So, yeah, man, I think 60 million will be enough, man. 100% will be enough. Hi, Leon Benani signs Newcastle United. Antony Elanga. Antony Elanga hasn't signed yet, though, innit? And what are they gonna bid 60 million for him? 60 million for Antony Elanga is crazy, bro. That is madness. 60 million for Antony Elanga with 6 goals, 11 assists is crazy. I'll tell you that for free. Do Nice play in French first division? Yeah, I think, are they in Champions League? I think they might have got Champions League or Europa. One of them. They got something. They didn't have a bad season. Gyokeres to Arsenal is true, just a feeling. Yeah, Gyokeres to Arsenal. We don't know if it's true. Hopefully it's not. No one ain't come out and said that it's true. So no one's certified. It's only from Sasha and Get French News. We don't know. But this is the situation. This is what's come out and this is what I'm going to show you. But I don't know if it's true. We'll see. Hopefully something comes out today saying it's not true and they want Sesko instead. You know what I mean? But you know me, I show you like everything. I'm never going to gatekeep or keep things away to make it seem. I'm not just going to show you like the good news. I'll show you like everything. When someone flops a move, when it's bad news, freedom fighters dropped out of a club, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you that. So that's the situation. Hopefully it's not true, man. Hopefully it's not in advanced situations. And yeah, United, I want. Skis is funny, you know. Tell me again. Every day, this guy's got a FIFA team list that he wants. And he adds a new name in there. I big up yourself, Temmers, then, man. New contact expected in a couple of hours between Juventus and Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. Juventus have shown that they're willing to put on the table one of the players. Yeah, give us Douglas Luiz, man. We'll take that, man. Give us Douglas Luiz, man. Put him on 150, 180. You lot can take freedom fighter for 300, whatever K, man. Yeah? Owen, big up yourself, bro. Hope you're good, man. How's it going? It's all going all right, man. Marcus Rashford is the only player left on this list for Bayern Munich and Barca. So hopefully that one can go. I'll just skim through everything. I don't, you lot that I've heard, I don't need to hear it 100 times. Mbeumo, it's the same thing. We're getting closer, exploring, progressing. You know the words they use every day. Sekou Kone, he might be going on loan to Luzon. Richard Rios, we've got more links for him. Gyokeres looks like he's advanced with Arsenal, but this is all yesterday's news, so we don't know what's happened today. It might have changed, it might not. We'll see. Fabian Ruiz, apparently his deal runs out in 2027, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. Is it? I don't think it's true. I think it's gas. I think it's a non-story, so, and I don't know why they're saying this. Then we got the freedom fighter. He's just basically, he's still in talks with Juventus. And like Gamer just put in the chat just now, Juventus really want to sign him. They're trying to offer us players, Luiz, Vlahovic, Timothy Ware, but really we just want our money right now. We just want to get rid of him. And it's all about Sancho basically just agreeing terms. As soon as he agrees terms with a club, we can get rid of him because everyone knows we only want 25 million. Diego Leon, this geezer, he's got a good mentality. He's saying, listen, my mentality, everyone thinks I'm going to go out on loan. I'm going to go there and kill it in pre-season. And in 1 or 2 games, I'll be playing with them. So he's coming out, he's standing on business. and he's 17 years old, and he's saying, yeah, you don't think I'm going to go on loan? Watch what I'm going to do in pre-season. So, and his son basically calmed him down. His dad said, yo, don't fuck with me, son. Relax. Just don't make no mistakes in these 4 years. So that's the situation with him. Big him up, though. Big up the confidence as well for coming in with that. And then we're linked with another goalkeeper, Charlie Hardy, another one for the young boys. Hopefully he's going to... You don't know what Ineos are doing. They keep coming there buying these young gems. And when they buy the young gems, they're turning out to just go in the first team. Chido Obi came in the first team, Heavens. So who knows? We might buy this Hardy guy and he might end up replacing Bayinda or something. Juventus are ballers. Yeah, they do, man. Douglas Luiz, I don't know how it ain't worked out for him, but he has to come. I'll take him all day. Yeah, so that's the situation with the young boys. And then we were linked with Jhon Duran. Fabrizio said we were offered the chance to sign Jhon Duran, but we rejected it. I was shaking my head. What's going on? He's way better than Højlund. And then it basically said, here we go. You have to cover his whole wage. So Fenerbahce are covering his whole wage on an initial loan as well. Not a loan with buy option or obligation. They're just literally borrowing him for 1 year, going to cover his whole wage, which is 321k a week. And then they send him back at the end of the season. So I understand why we didn't do that deal. It doesn't make no sense. You're literally borrowing a player. He might come and smash it and score 50 goals. And then at the end of the season, he still has to go back. What is the point of that? We've just done them a favor. So that's the situation with him. Rejecting a proven goal scorer. You don't understand the financials, Buffalo, man. That's too much money, bro. 321 is mad. And that's the situation we're in now, why we have to sell to buy. Sancho's on 300k. Rashford, it's too crazy, man. So that's the situation, Buffalo. It's the money. That much K shouldn't be on a 20-year-old. The 20-year-old should not be on 320k. Nowhere. It shouldn't be happening. He went from 75k at Villa. Look at the document in the middle to 320. His ego is going to be here. That's going to be madness for our dressing room. Imagine we're buying players, Konya on 150 and Mbeumo on 150, and he's on 320, and he's feeling himself. It's going to be too toxic, and that's what we're trying to get rid of, that culture. That's why I understand they didn't do it. Oh, you're moving a bit mad with that one. Fenerbahce are real rich. It seems like they're rich because they were going to pay Sancho's wages. They said to Sancho, we'll pay your wages, so it seems like they're rich. So, Newcastle should sign 40 million. They should sign all these players, but everyone keeps rejecting them. Everyone's rejecting them, Adiri. So it's mad. It's crazy. James Trafford will go there, but everyone else is just rejecting him. And then we got Antony's basically, Real Betis are doing everything they can to sign Antony. Como, who's Cesc Fabregas's team, they really want Antony, but Antony's saying I only want Betis. Liverpool working on Ekitike. That was one of our other signings, or we're linked with him, but remember, he's a bit too much. So that's the situation with him. Watkins, we all know what's going on with Watkins. We want him. We only want Watkins because obviously our main two targets, which is Gyokeres, prioritizes Arsenal. We don't know how long Arsenal's going to wait. If Arsenal was going to come out today and bid for Gyokeres or sesko, it puts us out of our misery, but we don't know how long they're going to be. So we're moving on. Osimhen, he's turning down wages left, right, and centre. He's turned down Saudi Arabia, so we can't wait forever. So Osimhen and Gyokeres are our main two targets, and Ekitike's price is 85 million. He's done nothing to be worth that. He's a good player, but 85 million is 100 million euros. He's done nothing to be worth that. So that's the situation. That our three targets are myth. That's why we're going for Watkins. And when you look at Watkins' stats, 15 league goals in 3 straight seasons. He's in the top scorers. And when you look at the top scorers, you see 3 of our players in there. Or it could be 3 of our players. Konya, Watkins, and Mbeumo. You can see what Ineos is trying to cook. But yeah, man, that's the situation. This is the morning show wrapped up. I've more or less done a... yeah, exactly. Yes. Greedy wages is killing things. Exactly. We would have had Duran if he wanted them wages. But yeah, man, that's it wrapped up, man. I've done an hour in the morning. I told you that 3 times a day we're here, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, the whole lot. And I'll be on late. I'll have all the Man United news. I told you that already from the 1st of July, the news is going to heat up. I know you lot saw yesterday, it was going crazy. So much transfer news. So I'll be here for you lot. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. I appreciate everyone that's been in the chat. Everyone that's been inside watching. Stick about. I'll see you lot in a bit. Vlahovic is on 310k, by the way, Paul. 310k. So it's not the money, mate. The money is not a problem. It's the wages. That's like £1 million something a week. It doesn't make no sense. And he's not even scoring loads of goals over there. But I'll see you lot in a bit and we'll get into it. Don't worry. See you lot all later.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm local. But for now, preserve the beat, I'm